just one game before heading out. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
Kevin, you know what? They're already playing extremely well, playing great basketball, as a matter of fact, and it's simply a matter of them continuing to do that and not playing down to their opponents, and I think they'll do well.
I'd be shocked if they didn't play well, Clark, because looking at this schedule, looking at the way this team has played, the talent on the roster, they should get on a hot streak coming up.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jaron Williams out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Sergei Karasov. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Young in at the power forward. The shot's good from Fournier.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against Memphis.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Money. And Fournier kicks to Karasov. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Here's Money. 35 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And Kevin, he was amazing defensively. As well. I mean, he was racking up steals left and right.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's Davis. Vucevic trying to get open. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Oladipo.
Boy, they are locked and loaded early. 3 for 3.
Here's Fournier, guarded by Oladipo. Young sets a screen for Williams. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Oladipo, the pass to Cooper. Puts up a three. The shot is off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Young. Orlando grabs the miss. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, they basically cruised to a big win in that last meeting by getting a lot of the opposing starters out of the game early with foul trouble.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass. And an angry punch.
Would call it an irate finish even.
Poked away. And now Orlando on the break.
Oh! And this sort of awesome. Dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here's Young following the bucket by Orlando. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out in his own on the break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Young with the steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Williams does. And here they come. Here's Money. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Oh boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
And here is Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Clark, how about what Steve just brought up? The foul trouble they caused was something that a lot of people pointed to.
You know what? I don't know if it was specifically their intentional game plan or whether they got the benefit of the calls, but either way, we do know it worked to the benefit of their team.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Magic leading by 5. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Yeah, and early is the key word there, Kevin. If they can string together some stops right away, I think it'll really set the tone.
Which is just what they're going to be after, guys. They love to turn this into a defensive battle.
Here's Cooper. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, is the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Davis.
That's his first personal foul.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of this game.
Anthony Davis.
First free throw is good. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
It's Williams with the drive. That's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Magic ball.
Here's Orlando now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Money. Can't cash in from close range.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Fournier's shot is off. Magic leading by 7. Here's Money. He's got 6. Vucevic trying to get over. Makes it 2 points there for Money. Money's got 8.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Here is Plumlee. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Williams kicks to Caruso. Williams gets the bucket.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Dishes it to Karsov. And Williams, here we go. And it's blocked. They recover it.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That one a little long.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Money. Williams passes to Young. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Williams.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Passes it to Oladipo. Or another miss by Oladipo.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Guys, we know where the ball needs to go. We got to get the ball to our best player. They don't have a guy on their team that can stop him, and he can create.
So for the Nets, Jefferson's checked in for Parker. And it's Nick Calathis in for Carsall. Nets trail by 9. Williams kicks to Young. Screen by Young. Now the pass to Fournier. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Calathis. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Calathis has got himself on the board with 3 there. Magic leading by 6. Here's Money, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Deron Williams.
They've struggled against him in this one. Just no answer from Money. He's already got 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Tobias Harris comes in for Anthony Davis. And Gordon subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Calathis. Pass to Fournier. Young, a screen on Gordon. There's the dish to Calathis. Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten a +5 margin in the rebound column. The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Calathis dishes to Roy. Calathis kicks to Roy. Shot off the screen. Buries the jump shot. Roy's got his first basket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Magic leading by 8. Here's Money. He's got 12. And there's the feed to Gordon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Calathis gets the bucket. Calathis has got 5.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
Outside, Gordon shoots the 3, and he gets the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And here's Roy after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. You look at Money, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
And the Magic making a change here. Payton's checked in. The shot's good for Money.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Now, here is Young. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
Here's Calathis. He's got 5.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Back to Gordon. Pass to Payton. He kicks it to Gordon. Here's Money. And Orlando again with the bucket.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Nets trail by 14. Change here. Smith is checked in. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He immediately addressed their offensive game. Critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Fournier, right now averaging 7 points a game. Roy passes to Jefferson. Roy kicks to Young. Lets it go with the three. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Young's got his first 3 points of the game.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Feeds it to Harris. Gordon, the pass to Money. He dishes it to Harris. Magic moving the ball around. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Here's Calathis. 5 points in the game. Here's Money. Poked away. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nets trail by 14. Fournier dishes to Calathis. He feeds it to Young. Roy against Payton. Roy kicks to Calathis. For three, Fournier. It's rebounded by Payton.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Money. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Magic have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw good for Money. And the Nets making a change here. Both free throws good for Money. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fournier. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Magic up by 16. 2K Sports back in a moment.
Tune in this Wednesday night, February 8th, the Orlando Magic.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Yeah, everything's gone right for this club offensively. They are really putting it together.
Not too many speed bumps in the road as they...
The Magic. Vucevic checked in for Jason Smith. Cooper comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Money subbed in for Payton. And Brooklyn making a change here. Money, he's in at point guard. Harris is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Cooper. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. Nobody near Williams. Off the left rim and out.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Right wing. Harris outside. And he bangs it home with one hand. He is capable, Clark, of some incredible athleticism.
And we just got a chance to see it on full display right there.
Well, you got to love a point guard who can finish like a power forward.
Puts it up from 17. Fournier's shot is off.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
A fader. And it's Orlando with another.
He had no problem knocking down that shot. And a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Roy kicks to Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Money passes to Davis. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for them. Steve, no doubt about it.
Kicks it to Fournier. Young outside, out to the wing. Fournier dishes to Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. He drains the turnaround jump shot.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all your pass.
Guys, on all missed shots, we have to rebound first, and then we have to run. Fill the lane, sprint the floor, and let's attack the rim before they can set their defense. It's all about scoring in transition.
You got to go with what you do best.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic.
And checking out some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. Some good stat lines for him recently. You can put his numbers up among the best lately. 5th in field goal percentage. And, of course, he's in the top 15 in rebounding, so a very strong presence in the paint.
go back to his shooting percentage just for a minute here, Steve. I mean, you think about it. What makes a guy a high percentage shooter? Well, you take the shots that you work on. You don't take bad shots, and you let the game come to you. You don't force shots.
And that one's good. 11 points for Aaron Gordon.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Jefferson attacking. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
For Orlando, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Free throw good. Cooper.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
And Cooper drops both of them. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's Williams with the drive, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Fournier kicks to Williams. Can't get it to go. And Orlando the other way now. Money passes to Harris. Here's Money, defended by Young. Back to Harris. And taken away by Roy. Right side, Williams. Dishes to Jefferson. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Here's Money. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Williams with the ball. Outguarded by Money. And blocked. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. "16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Vucevic is screen on Williams, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Buries the jump shot. Williams has got 12 now in this quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Magic out in front, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Nick, you guys had a strong first half. What do you think made the difference?
It was just good, aggressive, and try to be a presence in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's what we need to do, you know. When we,
Hey, guys. Great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. This is...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And all of a sudden tonight, he's become their big assist man. I mean, his passing was the key to their offense in that first half. Not something you always see.
And that's not a role he usually plays, and one I'm not sure he's comfortable in, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and to his credit, he's done it.
Nets trail by 21, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Karsov out there with Young. Then it's Williams. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard position.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He ended up with 35 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay on a roll like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo, and he banks in the layup. Oladipo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
It's Williams with the drive, and he gets it to go. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Money. He's got 21. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Williams with the ball. He's got 16. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Again, Williams missing. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Money passes to Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate.
Outside Williams. Plumlee sets the pick for Williams. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Orlando, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Money passes to Vucevic. Brooklyn with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
Outside Williams. Young, a screen on Cooper. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Money. He's got 24. Passes to Cooper. There's the pass to Money. And he's going up. That'll drop your jaw.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Williams can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
In low to Davis. It's picked off. On the wing, Williams. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Money. Pass to Vucevic. And stolen by Darren Williams. The dish to Plumlee. Back to Williams. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Passes it to Money. Shoots a 3. Cooper kicks to Oladipo. for the three. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. There's the bucket. Good. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Williams kicks to Fournier. Here's Karasov. Drills it from outside. Karasov got 6 points. Smith checked in for Orlando. Turner comes in for Cooper. Nick Calathes, he's checked in for the Nets. So it's Orlando now. Here's Money. Outside Turner. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And now let's have a look at the teams that have had the quickest hands in the NBA during the past month. Number 1, the Magic.
Yeah, what a month they've had defensively. They really get after it at that end of the floor.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Turner. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Calathes dishes to Karasov. Out left to the wing. The feed now to Plumlee. The Nets working the ball around now. The kick out to Young. Clock at 4. Tries again. The rebound by Turner.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss. He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
They set the pick. High post try, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Calathes has got 9 points.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. Smith right side. Outside Turner. Pass to Oladipo. Good. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
I give him credit. He didn't have much confidence going in the first half, but he's picking up the pace here.
Here's Calathes. 9 points in the game so far. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Now, tough call there on that illegal screen.
He didn't look set to me, Steve. I thought that was a good call.
And the Nets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Here's Money. They get it back. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself. He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Nets shooting around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Feeds it to Calathes from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You know, the last few weeks, you see how Brooklyn stacks up here. 7th in fewest turnovers per game. 9th in opponent field goal percentage. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
they're a smart team. You talked about those few turnovers, and that's the number that really stands out to me when you go down that list of stats. They're smart. They don't take a lot of crazy gambles. They try to work the ball around the perimeter, get it inside when they can, and get the best shot every time down the floor.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Gordon's checked in for Evan Turner. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The pass to Money. Jacks up a three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Money's got 8 here in the quarter.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Calathis. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Jefferson. Shoots a three. It's rebounded by Payton. Orlando's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Calathis. He dishes it to Jefferson. Outside Roy. Shot clock at 5. Here's Karasov. No good with the triple. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Stolen by Roy. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Calathis. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Roy. Roy's got 6 points.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Money. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Karasov. Almost, but it rolls out. Here's Money. He's got 29 points. Payton drives in. Over to the wing. Here's Money. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 32 points for Money.
Getting a feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Roy kicks to Karasov. There's the three. Here's Plumlee. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Orlando, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far. And they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Brooklyn, just way behind.
When I look at Orlando, they've gotten themselves into exactly the position they wanted to be in at this point in the season. And I can't say that I'm all that surprised by it.
No, I'm not either, Clark. This is a talented team. Coming into the year, I think everybody expected them to be pretty strong. And to this point, I mean, they've done exactly what they wanted to do. This is a very good basketball team.
And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Kicks it to Karasov. He feeds it to Roy. Here's Calathis.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Payton drives in. Gordon, the pass to Smith. Here's Money, defended by Jefferson. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
His performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Calathis dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Roy. There's the feed to Jefferson. And the Nets miss again. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Money passes to Payton. They set the pick. Here's Money. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic is checked in.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Elviss kicks to Jefferson. Good. Jefferson's got 6 points.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's Gordon. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gordon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Elviss. 9 points in the game so far. Jefferson kicks to Roy. Expanding his range. The shot misses. Here's Gordon. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's
Tuning Friday, February 17th. The Orlando Magic go on the road to battle the Brooklyn Nets. You don't want to miss it.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. They've got Evan Turner. Peyton is out there with Lee. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Anderson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Fournier. Dishes it to Williams. Passes it to Jefferson. Launches it. It's hauled in by Frye.
Timeout now. Orlando timeout.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Pigs try to get it. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot.
Hey, guys, we are playing great. Let's just keep playing our game. They have no answer for us, all right? So
money is checked in for Peyton. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Lee. To the paint. Here's Money. Power down with both hands. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that.
Williams dishes to Jefferson. To the wing right side. And here's Young from the arc. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Here's Money. Lee outside. Sinks the triple.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And Williams, here we go. Cannot hit. Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Money. Out to Turner for the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Williams passes to Jefferson. Back to Williams. Looking to end the run. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Magic have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shots good by Turner.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Jefferson, a screen on Lee. Elviss kicks to Williams for 3. Fournier. The shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Knocks it loose. Jefferson dishes to Williams. Back to Jefferson. He tries for three. Orlando grabs the miss. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Money. Lee outside. 3-pointer. Brooklyn with the rebound. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Smith has checked in. Here is Williams trying to get back on track. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. There's the screen. Here's Money. It's blocked. The dish to Calathis. Misses off the right iron.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
Fry passes to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. Lee can't get that one to fall.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Williams kicks to Young. To the left side wing. Young left side. Shoots from the baseline. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Here's Money. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Money's got 4 points in the quarter. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Williams dishes to Young. Calathis kicks to Williams. And the Nets miss again.
He has not shot the ball well here, and I think it's time for him to start looking for his teammates a little bit. You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Jefferson, a screen on Turner. Back to Williams. Pass to Jefferson. They need this. It's hauled in by Fry.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
The pass to Money. Orlando moving the ball around. Shoots from the high post, and it's good. Money's got 43 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Feeds to Fournier. Jefferson, a screen on Turner. Fournier, the timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Money passes to Lee. Outside Turner. He kicks to Fry. And Orlando again with the bucket.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have to just take what's there, and as long as you're moving the ball and getting good shots, that's all that matters.
And Fournier kicks to Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That fourth foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively a little bit. He does not want to pick up number 5.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gordon's checked in for Fry. And it's Payton in for Lee. Here's Carpenter. No good off the back of the rim. Well, Orlando shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. On the wing, Turner. Pass to Money. Payton outside. Passes it to Money. Trying his luck deep. Offensive rebound. Burnett shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Roy can't hit. Here's Orlando now. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
And that one's good. Money's got 47 points.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Carpenter passes to Sullinger. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I think he's been kind of passive today. And you know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Screen by Smith. Money passes to Smith. Here's Money. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down. The Nets on offense. Back to Roy. The tray.
All out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Karsov dishes to Roy, and he gets the bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Money passes to Payton. Here's Money. Back to Payton. Goes up the baseline, and he gets the bucket.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Here's Carpenter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Well, they've really taken control of the season series with this win. They'll be up 2-0 and only one more game between them.
And believe me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Money. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. There's the double team with Roy.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Brooklyn now. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
At the line, shooting one. Alfred Payton.
The free throw off from Payton. Burnett shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Roy goes in. That one rolling around and rims out. Here's Money. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
That's his fourth first. Shooting.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. And he jams it with authority.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Here's Carpenter. Off target. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
I mean, I just put in so many hours in the gym, you know, on playgrounds and everywhere in between. Now my shot is just as consistent as it gets. I can make most shots blindfolded, honestly. Making them in the game with my eyes open, that's a piece of cake, as you can see with my stat.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.
Just won't quit. You play with shapes.